Howdy, welcome back to the channel. Today you join me at Windermere Basin, and today we are starting with a very simple photograph. All over this area here they've cut a lot of the grass, and it's very noticeable. You can see where the vehicles have been driving. It's trampled down a lot of these flowers, but in this small little section here you can see it's growing in quite thick. So I kind of picked a small little section here where you can still see some of the greenery, some of the flowers beginning to bud. And then in the background, as it softens up, you can actually see more of the buds as they're a little bit more full of life. Now, I was struggling a little bit first if I wanted to go with a bit of a wider aperture or close it down a little bit to get a little bit more of it in focus. But with the way the side light is hitting it right now, the warmer tones of the sunlight are actually kind of giving it a nice, just some nice contrast. And as you can see in the foreground, we have the much sharper photograph, and then as it falls off going up, you can see more of the buds opening up. So I thought this might be a very good photograph to start with. So here's how we have the composition looking so far. We have the flowers in the foreground that we focused on a bit more up here. And then as you see further off into the background of the image, you can see how much softer the flowers get, almost kind of dropping off substantially. And then we have quite a bit of greenery sticking out from this one plant, and then just behind it you see all of the softer areas of the flowers. There's quite a few of the pink/purple ones. So the color in this really jumps out. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to recover the shadows a little bit. The sunlight is starting to fade right now. Sunset is not for another half an hour. So I'm gonna insert the photo now into the video. Let me know what you guys think about this one. All right, now it's only probably another probably like another 3 or 4 minute ride down the road over here. So we still have half an hour till the sunset. So I want to get in location for the sunset shoot I was looking at. So I'm gonna grab the camera in a sec, and then we will just simply drive over to the other side. is a really nice, kind of a lighter colored tree in front of a darker background. So I thought, I'm gonna stop, see if we can get this with a long lens. I'm not quite sure how it will look right now with the light fading, but I was hoping a bit of a cooler background might maybe help this photo stand out a little bit. This picture might look a little bit different. We have some of the pink flowers in the foreground kind of tying these photos together, but then in the background we have a really nice lighter colored, almost a light green, very light green, almost white colored, and it's very soft right now with the sunlight starting to set behind the sun. So right now we are 10 minutes away from sunset. So I'm going to take a few photos now, and I'm gonna wait just a few minutes to see how the background will soften. As right now, as much as I try to get rid of almost all of it, there is just a little tiny bit of sky that's in the top left-hand corner of the composition. That's just kind of seen between those trees up there. And of course, the only problem with that is it is still blowing the composition out. And I have just a tiny, tiny little area that is overexposed. So pretty much the entire sky, or it is a little tiny bit seen still through some of the background of the trees. It is still too bright. So I'm gonna see if I can try lowering those down just a little bit. So right now we are 1.5 stops underexposed, and it has just brought the highlights under control. Now, here's how the composition is looking. The clouds in the background, especially over here, through the trees, you can see it's still very bright. And unfortunately, because of how bright that is, it is still leading just a little bit of the background to be just a little bit too bright. I'll try to bring it back just one more. All right, so I changed up the composition a little bit. There's more of those pink/purple flowers in the foreground, kind of leading your eye up towards the tree. And then there's a lot more leaves, reeds, a bunch of other stuff sort of in the foreground that's kind of almost obscuring it, but it's very soft and out of focus in the foreground. All right, so f32, ISO 100. Now we're at 80 millimeters and we're at 10 seconds. I was thinking of using a circular polarizer or maybe an ND filter, but unfortunately we're already up to 10+ seconds, so any filters I add on to this will just slow down the shutter speed even more. And I'm a little bit worried. The breeze is not completely dead today. It's maybe 7 or 8 kilometers an hour, so there at least is a little bit of a breeze. And I'm a little bit worried that it might be enough to start moving them, as right now the breeze actually picks up and you can see some of the stalks shifting in the breeze. All right, before the light gets too dark, I'm just gonna try putting on a circular polarizer. And I just wanna see if this adds any more richness to the image. So with the circular polarizer on now, we are all the way up to 30 seconds, f32, 1 full stop underexposed. The light now is starting to disappear faster and faster. We are approaching blue hour. You can see how dark it is getting in the sky over here behind us, as we are still trying to get just behind this composition to get a little bit darker in the sky. You can see now how it's actually starting to get a little bit more color in it. So it's now getting so dark that the circular polarizer is basically useless. So what I was thinking, as the light is fading more and more, what I'm thinking we'll do is we're gonna start bumping up the ISO. We're gonna start seeing how introducing a little bit higher of an ISO, how much noise / grain we introduce to the photo, and at what point does it become unusable. And just to keep everything even, we'll stick at f32 again. and then we'll take one stop underexposed. Still basically the exact same composition. A little tiny bit in the top left-hand corner of the composition might still be slightly overexposed, but we can deal with that later in Lightroom by just bringing down the background. That's not an issue. As long as at least the subject itself is nice and clear, and then the foreground element where you can still see the flowers, those nice pinks and white hues, as long as those are still prevalent in the photo, I think this one might still look good. And we are 12 minutes after sunset. So the sky right now, we're just getting the last few rays of sunlight that are hitting the atmosphere and being bounced around. I believe it is called the twilight hour arch. So as the light continues to fade, we will keep bumping up the ISO to compensate for it and keep the shutter speed as well as the aperture very similar. So it really is just the ISO that we are introducing, or really more how much noise or grain we're gonna see. So I've never really pushed this camera very much. The highest I've ever probably done is 4,000 or 5,000 ISO when I was doing some gym photography for a basketball tournament. All right, so I was able to bump it up one more. Now this one is ISO 1000, f32, still 5 seconds, focusing in on the base of the tree. So we're at ISO 5000, f32 at 5 seconds again. And then we'll get the base of this one. And we are about half to one stop underexposed, just so the sky is not too blown out and we can still recover some of the highlights. And then of course the shadows underneath the tree will have to be definitely lifted back up again. I'm interested to see how much noise or grain this sensor will introduce. Even though it is 24 megapixels, the lower the megapixel does help when the image has a lot of grain in it or more noise into it, where it's a slightly bit less noticeable. Whereas if this was, let's say, 45 or even 50 megapixels, the noise to a clarity ratio would be a lot higher than it is right now. Yeah, we'll wait a few more minutes, and then we'll do one at 12,500, and that will probably be the last one. I think anything more than that, it will be a little bit too noisy. I hope I'm still in shot right now. The light is getting so faint, it's hard to even see this camera. So now we're at ISO 12,800, f32, 5 seconds now, and this one is 1 and a bit stops underexposed again, so the highlights aren't clipping. With it only being 24 megapixels, as I said, I have some pretty high hopes for it, as you can go all the way up to 25,000, I think 26,500 or 25,000. So we're only about halfway up through the ISO range. But again, with how little light there is, we're just gonna call it here. So if you guys enjoyed the video today, like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know what you thought of the photographs, if you so wish. And I'll talk to you guys again in the next one. Have a good one.